People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Washington Redskins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double time. Hey, we got 3 down.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Double dog. That's the way.
On 3rd down, Jeffries. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
On second down, it's Love. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 3 now, here they come on third and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Set. Under 10. 10. Protect. Hey, alert 3. Protect safety. 22, check, cover.
They'll run here with Balaj. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Tighten up.
They run it with Balaj. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now Rosen looking middle, and it's incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
53's mine. 53's mine. Hey, box truck. Set a tire. 36. Mike, 53.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll run on first down. Jeffries, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Check 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
On first down, Jeffries. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check 52.
On second down, it's Hill. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Mike, 55.
First down, and it's Hill again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready. 56 is the mic. Rush in. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Alert 3. Check. Kill.
On second down now, it's Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Check 15. Check. Crunch. Watch the edge.
Milage. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check 3. Hey, watch it. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch. Go.
Now Balon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 37. Check 37.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Check. Preston.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 8 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Jeffries, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Jeffries, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll throw it with Rosen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
At the 39-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rosen will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Orbit. Safety's creeping. You.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Now he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Raider first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
We own them. One quick. Pass it. Kill. Mark 55. Screen.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Switch.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Under 10. Watch that. Hey, alert 3.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No problem there on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And now it's Rosen looking. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Stick hard. Smooth. Take it.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's got room to run past the 20. As he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Middle. 97's the mic. Stop your whining. Hey, alert. Time up. Hey, Delta. Hey, he's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen, and he finds McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Hey, something else. Hey, let's go. Something's going crack. I got one. Hey, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
12 yards. That's good for a Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Big Ed. Check it out,
Now a give, right side. Jeffries. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get that ball. Under crunch. Hey, quarter. Mike, 57's Mike. Here we go, D. Hey,
They'll keep it on the ground. Jeffries. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. They'll keep it on the ground. Jeffries, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 31.
They'll try the left side. Jeffries. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Makes the score Redskins 24, Raiders 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's put him on the buttons. Put that team on the front. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight up there. 36. He's coming. Double up.
He's back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. Check 52. SOS.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And now running right through it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Alert 3. Check.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check. Check 26. Check 26. Check 50. Check 50. Go. Crunch.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Back. Slam. Check 43. Mike 20. You don't see me in your head here.
Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check 3, check 3. Shift. Kneel. Check. Kill. Tight dog. Let's go. Check 3. Hey. Check 55 to mine. Check.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. The gap there has widened. The Seahawks just scored again. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. They'll keep it on the ground. Jeffries. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's get off the field, D. Switch. 25, check 25.
Here's Hill. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Watch out. Out. Slant.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Do. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch twist. Kill.
Right back to him on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a first throw here in overtime. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Switch gears. Switch. Mike 55. I smell fear in that offense.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
They'll run on first down. Jeffries. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now what can Rosen do here at OT? And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
That's right, baby. They don't want one down. He's coming. We got double up.
Hey, alert. Bravo.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey. You got 80. 3 down.
Go.
Fresno.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Well, when they kept the offense on the field, you saw the face I made looking at you like, what are they doing? How did they do that?
Yeah, that's almost a miracle, isn't it? Because the two of us have talked to play callers, and every time we talk to them about going for it on 4th and long, they give us that same look you just gave me, and they always say, I don't have that call on my play sheet, Haas. We just don't have that one. Well, apparently he did, and they got it.
And in overtime. Wow. Rosen now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. You must be dreaming. 97.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout.
All day. Sack City. Sack City, baby.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Get up. 80. Crash. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hurry.
Now Rosen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that